Your jiu-jitsu gym starts from the knees. You are doing a giant disservice to your people. What jiu-jitsu match have you ever seen land like this? Through all the scrambles and all the positions in jiu-jitsu, you'll never be here. This is not something that happens. If your jiu-jitsu place is starting from the knees because of a lack of space, that is a lack of understanding from your coach. This is a terrible position to start. I've even seen people start making up techniques from starting on the knees. One of the ones that I saw was he was holding his hands and going, now you can't move, but we would never be here to start with. If you're starting in a position like this, drop to your butt, start playing open guard. The other person can stand up. If no stand-ups are allowed, perfectly fine, but we're gonna start off of things like arm drags with an open guard, right? Don't start from your knees. Your feet, right? If we're looking at jiu-jitsu, what's the goal? The goal is to keep them behind my feet. If I'm playing open guard, go ahead and stand up. If I'm playing open guard, what's my objective? To keep them behind my feet to try to achieve a sweep. Why would I take my feet out of the picture? I'm giving him half of a pass if I'm starting from my knees. And if we're here, just sit to your butt. Allow the other person to start. And if you don't want to do that, start from top side control. Start from half guard. Start from an actual position that you're going to be using in jiu-jitsu. This is garbage. Stop doing it. It's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Like, never would you ever land in this position. Facing each other, knees in front. So many jiu-jitsu places do it. Just go open guard.
Makes sense.
I've always been a smaller guy, and when I first started, we always started from our knees. And every single time, I couldn't do anything with it. I would ask the higher ranks, what can I do from this position to actually achieve something? And go ahead and go to your knees. And they'd be like, well, you can start arm dragging, you can start doing this. And yeah, you can. But the problem is, if you're the smallest person, I don't have any leverage. I don't have any ability to create space or drag you through because you have more mass than I do. So we've taken away all my ability to move. The little guy's, advantage, right, is to be able to move. And I've taken it all away. So what am I left with? I'm left with Greco-Roman wrestling from my knees, okay? Who's going to win that battle? There's a reason that wrestling weight classes are so small in weight. Is because if we get clinched up and locked up like this, there's no chance for the smaller guy. You can get crafty, right, and start making different techniques and everything, but what's the point? If you're the smaller guy and you're starting from your knees, what I want you to do, face off, sit, start playing open guard. Because staying on your knees, one, you don't want to start learning techniques from your knees that you're never going to use other than in just working with your partner in a position that you should never be in anyway. So if you're doing that, skip it, sit to your butt. Don't even try to learn anything off your knees. Don't mess with that position. Sit to your butt, play open guard. If they want to do that so bad, stand up. They can stay on their knees. Go on your knees. Who's going to win this battle, right? So don't do it. Don't do it. All right. There, I think I got my point across.
Don't do it.
Don't fucking do it.
That was a good one. I like that.
That's a pet peeve of mine. When I first started, I'd be like, "There's what can I do from here?" And they'd be like, "Oh, just start.
Yeah.
Just start." Well, I'm stuck on my knees. I can't start.
Exactly.
I'm stuck in place. And then I would always be the one that tries to do something on somebody, because the higher ranks know it's not fucking anything. And so I'd start leaning forward, and they'd do snap downs and stuff. And it's So whoever engages first loses.
Yeah. Basically, you're fucked.
Yeah. And they would just wait until the newer person moves. Because they'd be like, I'm not moving. I'm going to wait for you to move. I know you're going to give me something because what do you have to do? You have to extend yourself.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go to you from my knees, I'm going to put myself off base. Literally, I have to put myself off base in order to do anything from this position. What I should have just done is sat. And somebody should have told me to sit.
That makes sense.
Ugh.